Well, the video is
Okay,
going. Stop bullshitting, nigga. Let's get this shit.
let
Let's
me
get this
just
roaster cooking.
let me just say that season 8 of All Stars of RuPaul's Drag Race really pulled a Game of Thrones. They said if you can just get through the first 4 episodes,
I will agreed because this shit was a slow start,
baby. But
but
this
it's good.
episode had everything. This episode had tears. It had fights. It had drama. It had a comedy. There was a murder in the
I
in the
laughed, I cried. It was
episode.
better than cats.
There was hanky co. I laughed. What is that from?
Talk about cats.
Oh, but no, but I laughed. I cried is better than cats. Is about cats.
Yes.
So someone said cats is better than cats.
There's a theater that's doing a regional theater that's doing a production of Cats, and it's like set in like the ballroom scene. And
Yeah, I've seen this.
I
Yeah,
forget who it is. Like some actual ballroom people are doing the choreography for it.
yeah, I've seen about this.
I love because Bob has this little microphone, y'all. So when he wants to look something up, he has to just hold one, and then his whole left side of his body goes.
I laughed. I cried is better than cat. Okay, this is a popular saying. Like you Google it, and it shows up in a lot of stuff. But it's not about cats. What is the origin of I laughed, I cried is better than cats? It's SNL. It's a quote from SNL. All right. Alleged. That was also done. That was based off of a few seconds of research.
This you. Let me see.
I can't see you guys, so I have to just take your word.
Oh, you can't see it?
No, I don't see you two. You two see me, but I don't see you.
Wow. She said, I don't see color. I don't see religion. I don't see race. I don't see anything. Look at you. Good for you.
I don't see color. I don't care if you're black, white, brown, blue, beige, or purple, polka dot. I'ma love you. Can I say
It's
out
so
loud?
crazy. Go ahead. Sorry.
The thing that I hate when people say is I don't see color and I love everyone. I'm like, you love everyone? I don't love everyone. Is that horrible to say that I don't love everyone?
But I think you're thinking too macro. When they say I love everyone, I don't think they mean it that way. I think they're saying I'm accepting of everyone. I don't think they literally mean I love racists. They're just saying, you're being a little too.
I don't mean just in terms of like race. I mean like people I don't know. Like if I don't know you, I don't love you. I don't love you. I don't even fucking know you. I didn't even know you existed till this morning. And now I love you? No, I don't love everyone.
I
don't mean just like horrible people. I mean like complete strangers that I do not know exist. I'm like, I don't love that person. It's not shade. I just don't love them because I don't know them.
I know people who are like that. I know people who love people even though we all know this kind of people. Like their baseline is I love
for
you.
people. I have compassion for people, but I don't love everyone though. Anyway, that's a
You're getting really meta. You're getting so meta, girl.
Hey, it was mad esoteric, son. Candy has one. We're here to talk about the Forensic Queens, which is episode I think 7 of All Stars 8.
Yeah.
RuPaul's Drag Race. Is it 9?
No, episode. This is episode 8,
7, or
7.
Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, 7 has. Candy has just won $30,000, technically $35,000 because she won $30,000 from the lip sync and $5,000 from winning the challenge. And
she sent James the fuck home.
James has to be fair, everyone sent James home. Like James did not send a fucking chance. Which I'm a little bit. I don't get how everyone's voting. I love that Lala Ree was like, bitch, I don't vote by track record. I vote how I'm feeling. That was the realest shit. I don't know that All Stars is the place to be that real.
Well, I mean, I think it's clear that everyone else was like Lala, because if they were voting by track record, they would have sent Kahana home. So I think everyone is thinking like Lala Ree.
Well, I mean, it's hard to balance out because Kahana's been at the bottom most, but she also has a win and James doesn't. So I think they kind of balance each other out.
No. Okay, 1 win versus 4 bottom placements? No.
I think Kahana had 3 at the time.
3.
It was 4 this week.
3 is no. Like you're going home.
James been in the bottom twice. And Kahana been in the bottom 3 times. So she's only been in the bottom 1 more time than James, and she has a win. So I think that 1 win kind of negates the 1 loss, and they're kind of low key a little bit tied to me. Anyway.
There's an argument to be made, but I think that everyone does show everyone has chosen James, which feels good to Kahana because Kahana is feeling down about herself, which we will see later on. Kahana is feeling beat up. Kahana's like, this fucking shit
You're broken down and tired. This episode was brought to you by Broken Down and Tired. These girls were broken down.
Andre Day.
Okay, first of all, something that you're in London, Andre Day. That's one of your little British buddies.
She's literally next door. Andra, I'll get her.
I'm like, you sounded so Caribbean, Andra.
I was talking to Jay the other day. I was talking to editor Jay about something, and I said something. He's like, Monet, you sound really West Indian. I was like, did I? I just said the sentence I was saying.
But you said Andra, Andrade, Andrade.
And Kahana is really, really feeling it. And then, and then not much really happens for me until they announce the challenge, which when for the time
the line that Kahana said that tickled me, Kahana said, them bottoms are getting to me. Someone needs to meme that. Them bottoms are getting to me.
Those gays are out to kill me. And then so they come into the next day, and you know what? The next day, Kahana seems to be up in her spirit. She's like, she still feels a little broken, right? You can still feel she's a little something. But baby, that mirror message goes off, and RuPaul says an improv challenge, and it's like a great thunderstorm just gets over Kahana's head.
You're broken down and tired.
And she was like, another improv challenge. She's like, how can I? She's like, how? And she is immediately set off.
Yeah, she's having a but Lala Rhea is like, I'm gonna fucking slay, I'm gonna win. She walked in with a fire lit in her ass. She was like, it's time for me to go off in this bitch. RuPaul announces the improv challenge. I am immediately worried for Kahana Muncheries. I mean, immediately I am worried about her mental health. I am worried about her existence as like her whole being. And then she reluctantly chooses I'm a fox, but she don't even care. She's like, bitch, I'm a fox. I don't care. I'm going home is what I'm gonna do.
And then now so they are going to
this is where it gets wild. So Alexis Michelle, she looks at, because Lala Rhea goes, I want this character, and this is the only one I want. And Alexis says, well, if you're not willing to consider anyone else, then we should you get it. But then when Candy said the exact same thing, she had all the smoke for Candy, who was basically doing the same thing that Lala Rhea did.
Yeah,
but why did it not bother her when Lala Rhea did it?
Because I only have eyes for you. She is smitten over Lala Rhea. Like Lala Rhea gave a little, and then she's like, okay, fine. And then when Candy did it, she was like, no, bitch, you don't get to just say you do that. Again, this is very Bob the Drag Queen language, by the way. Alexis is studying from the manual of Bob the Drag Queen. She's like, you don't just get to say that you don't have another option. That's not how this works.
But the difference is, I don't think I would have let Lala Rhea get away with it either.
Maybe if Lala's name was Lala Ritz, she probably got away with other things she wanted to do.
But it was really weird to me how she literally, like, it's like the exact same scenario was like, Ari, that's valid. You don't have another choice, and this is what you want, and you deserve this. So everyone leave Lala Rhea alone. No one give her shit. You all better fuck off. But Candy, bitch, fuck you, bitch. You don't get to motherfucking say you so all the motherfucking choice. What the fuck you talk about, bitch? And then Candy's studying from the Bob the Drag Queen. Candy said, but you said they were the same. So why don't you choose the other one?
I know Alexis tried to manipulate Candy, which is very condescending, and then being like, and I'm like, oh well, they're just both the same, so you could blah 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 blah. And then when Candy's like, so they're both the same, then you do that one. And Alexis like, well, no, I don't want that one. But bitch, you just said they're the same. So it is it's very disingenuous for Alexis to do that.
Yeah, I mean, Candy called it passive aggressive, and I don't think that's what passive aggressive is.
Yeah.
But I do think it was quite manipulative. Like, she was really trying to be like, they're basically the same. So I mean, listen, I famously manipulated a situation on RuPaul's Drag Race when I got the team to fight about their category, and then while they were fighting, I just stole the other one.
Art,
So
art. Did somebody mention art?
I am not above. I'm not condemning manipulation on a
Condoning?
competition show to get what you want, because I did it myself, and honestly it was low-key iconic. But I don't think passive aggressive was the label. I don't know who I was. I mean, I think they both had some valid points. I probably would have tried to manipulate as well, but she just didn't do a good enough job. Like, if you're gonna try to manipulate, like, don't. Candy took your little manipulation and she went and threw it right back at you, and then you end up
Yeah.
eating it all, and landed on her face. She was trying to manipulate Candy. Said, no, bitch. Candy was like, I am too quick. You're not gonna manipulate me. I'm gonna manipulate you. I'm gonna get what I want, and you're gonna sit there and you're gonna take the role that you don't want, because, bitch, you're not about to have me out here in these streets playing a role I don't want to play.
But the reason I think when the passive aggressive part comes when Alexa says, "Oh, I'm not liking the attitudes of some people in this room right now. I think that some people in this room could do a little better job with their
That is
attitudes."
passive aggressive. Some people.
And that would have set me off, because I'm like, bitch, who other people? Man, there's some people on this podcast right now that need to really, like, who are you talking to? You talking to me?
Who are some people? Who are other? Who are other people? Since you never think you got your fucking degree.
And then Alexis just breaks down and she just starts to cry. And then
No, not yet, not quite yet. What first happens is Alexis accepts the other role, and then Alexis does her signature move, which is she just starts crying, and then Candy's like, "Fuck it, I don't have time for this shit." Which, to be honest, I feel like that's how I would react. I feel like that's how I would react. Yes. If you and I just got done arguing about trying to be on this thing, and then you start crying, I'd be like, I have stuff to do. Like, I'm not happy that you're crying, but I don't now have time to console you. I just don't have the capacity. I don't have the capacity to console you now.
Yeah, she goes, I can't with the tears. And I'm like, I feel that, but I don't know if I would have been as dismissive. I mean, I don't know. Again, y'all, when you're filming the show, at this point, you're 3 weeks in, but you're tired, you're aggravated, you're around these people all the time, you're eating lunch with them. Like, this little shit like that starts to really, really irritate you about other people and set you off. So I don't know how I would react, to be honest. I don't know.
Whenever I argue with someone and they start crying, I usually just stare at them. Like, if we're arguing, someone starts crying, I'm usually just like.
Is this a situation you often find yourself in?
No, not very often. But I mean, I'm 30. I'm 36. It's happened more than once.
Mateo.
Oh yeah. One time me and Mateo were arguing, and he started crying, and I was just looking at him. I don't think Jake was there for that. Nick was there for that. Yeah, Mateo's cried several times, but he's very sensitive. So Candy's over it all, and then after it like kind of settles down a little bit, we see Kahana, and Kahana's like, the vibe is not it. I'm leaving.
Yeah, because she's
like, because packing her shit. I'm dead. When she started packing her stuff, I was like, this is crazy.
Well, first they all break apart and they all doing their thing, and she's looking at the paper, and you can see her trying to process and trying to begin to see how she's gonna sink her teeth into this role, and then, bitch. I mean, I don't know how much time was in real time, but you could tell she just like, and she asked Lala. Oh no, she asked Jimbo. She asked Jimbo for advice, like, what can I do differently to like make this a fun? Jimbo's like trying to offer.
I think this was before the break. This was after she asked for Jimbo for advice after the breakdown. I think.
Was it?
I have it in my note.
She had the breakdown. They were like just trying.
As soon as the fight was over for filming anyway. As soon as the fight was over, the next thing was Kahana. You're broken down and tired, and starts packing her stuff, and then she leaves. And there's a clip where Lala Ree goes, "I just want to be a drag queen that has fun." That's another quote I love. I just want to be a drag queen that has fun, honey.
Yeah.
And then so people are like, wait, she's leaving? She's leaving? Everyone's like, wait, no, she's not leaving. Is she really leaving? And then RuPaul comes back in her little Canadian tuxedo, is like, hold on. This is wild.
Yeah, RuPaul was in his trailer watching this scene happen, and she's like, RuPaul Bob. In my mind, RuPaul was kicked back, was watching this thing. Kahana going, he's like, let me get. And he just flew off his chair and came to get these bitches together. He's like, you cannot go home. We are making a show. You cannot go home.
But also, how would you feel if you had just? How would you feel if you went home? You said, I want to leave, and the production was like, bye. And then you saw on TV someone else like, I want to leave. And production was like, no. We need you to stay. Bitch, if I was Heidi, I would feel some kind of way. Bitch, when Kahana tried to leave, they shut down production. They said, hold on. RuPaul, they flew in RuPaul. They were like, she got a pep talk. Bitch, Heidi said she wouldn't leave. And everyone said, well, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, allegedly. We don't know how true this is or not. Allegedly.
I'm just talking about TV. All I'm talking about is what I saw on TV.
Okay, but I want to talk about what I heard allegedly. Allegedly, more girls wanted to leave as well. Apparently, it wasn't only Kahana. I think there were rumblings of other girls being like, well, bitch, fuck it, I want to go home too. So I think that compacted on other things. If it's true. Who knows if it's true? Allegedly. But that's just what's going around in the internet.
But that shit, I would feel, bitch, I'd be pissed the hell off if my ass was fucking at home watching someone get brought. Y'all let me go.
Yeah.
Y'all let
so
me.
So RuPaul comes in and he gives these girls a pep talk about seeing the competition.
Sorry, quick. To be fair though, when Heidi walked out, RuPaul was in full drag. So
when Heidi walked, wait, what? When Heidi walked out, RuPaul was in full drag?
When Heidi left the workroom, RuPaul was in full drag.
Was he? Oh, because they had done, it was runway day.
Yes, they're doing their makeup. So imagine if RuPaul would have walked in there in drag, be like, hold on. First of all, can you even imagine seeing RuPaul in the workroom in drag?
We have seen it before when he has the face thing with the Coke cans in his hair.
Where?
That scene, I think it's season 6, and he comes and he has like that blue thing on. He has his eyelid, and he has the robe on.
Yeah, like he peeps his head in the door for like 1 second. But I mean, standing in the workroom, full drag, full face, see the whole thing, head to toe. That would be wild for me to see that in the workroom for me.
Yeah, that would be weird. But so then RuPaul has this pep talk with the girls, and then and you can see Kahana, she feels ministered to. And then he makes a joke at Alexis. She's like, you've been crying every single fucking week. And RuPaul, Alexis is like, yeah, I have.
Yeah. She was crying when RuPaul said that shit. Like, Alexis has been
3 times.
Did anyone notice there was not a drought this summer in California? Because Alexis was fucking moistening the land, honey. Alexis about to end this drought.
Yeah.
That was a wild moment, and so they all kind of give this boost, this pep talk, and then I gotta say, Jimbo is low key giving Miss Congeniality.
You don't have Congeniality in All Stars.
I'm just saying she's giving Miss Congeniality.
Wait, Joey J made a tweet. I saw that Joey J made a tweet about this. And I remember being like, ooh, Joey J said, not today. Joey J is gay, right? Is their name?
I don't know. I'm a gay ass bitch. I'm Joey J.
So Joey J tweeted, I'm so confused. Did they not do Sykes? Y'all already did this before. If you can't handle it, don't say yes to All Stars. Why is everyone wanting to go home? It's a reality television show packed with drama and acting challenges. We all knew this.
Okay, wanting to leave does not mean that you don't pass a psych evaluation. It just means you want to leave. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if that's the take that I would go with.
I'm just reporting the news. That's what I do here. I report the news.
I mean, how do you feel about it? You want to give your take on that? So you only report. You don't give your take on anything.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, yes, just because you pass a psych eval does not mean that you're still a human being experiencing this thing, and your needs and wants in the moment change as the episodes grow, as the weeks grow, taping the show. Just because you pass a psych eval doesn't mean you're not going to be vulnerable and tired and wanting to go home. Yeah, I don't think that's the same thing.
And then Alexis tries to clear the air between her and Candy before going into this scene. Alexis is like, girl, I want to have a good scene. Candy apologizes. I think Alexis might apologize. And they're like trying to like be sisters and like go into the scene and have a good time.
Yeah.
I would still be pissed off if I was Heidi. Because I'm like, damn, now everyone can talk to their shit. Now everyone can be sisters. Was I the only motherfucker y'all couldn't just be cool with? Everybody else, y'all, you can get RuPaul to come in. Everyone else gets all this. I'm the only motherfucker y'all can't figure out how to settle your differences with. I say, goddamn.
So Jimbo, we see the shot of Jimbo helping Kahana through and giving her like some help with and giving her some character work and how to like build a character and like funny things they can do. So I think this we'll see, it is beneficial to Kahana and it really does help Kahana process. It teaches her how to process this improv challenge a different way. And I think it activates something differently for her.
So let's go on to the challenge. Forensic Queens. It is the story of Lil Poundcake. Lil Poundcake, as you all know, is the famed puppet from season 5 of RuPaul's Drag Race, created by Alaska and Lanesha Sparks. It's a very, very funny character that Alaska reprised in All Stars 2. And she's just a very popular character in the Drag Race lore. There's a whole Drag Race fandom of inanimate objects, and Monet Sponge is in there, the purse is in there, Lil Poundcake is in there, Ornacia's in there. Drag Race inanimate objects there's quite a few inanimate objects that are quite popular in the history of RuPaul's Drag Race, and I think Lil Poundcake
if all of our inanimate objects had to compete, who do you think is winning?
Ornacia, hands down.
Why Ornacia?
Ornacia is mopping the competition. I feel like Ornacia is the most iconic one, to be honest.
I'm gagged that you have not brought up your purse.
He did say the purse, and she would lose expeditiously.
The purse would definitely win a lip sync against the assassin and then send home the sponge easily. The sponge is going home first, baby.
First of all, the sponge is more iconic than the purse. Let's just make that very clear. Right.
And so, what is that based on? What is that based on? I'm just wondering.
The popularity of the sponge. I mean, we'll just look at the comments right now. They're telling you that the sponge is more iconic than the purse. Period.
Well, I just feel like if we go on YouTube and we look up the song "Purse" first,
it's not about the song, and it's not about the song specifically.
Versus "Soak It Up." I think that "Purse" first has a bigger impact than "Soak It Up."
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
To the tune of about 1 million extra views.
No, it's not.
And I think if we go to Spotify and we look up how many folks have listened to Purse First versus how many people have listened to Soak It Up, I think that I don't see what category the sponge is winning in.
And everything. Presentation. But question and answer. Talent. The sponge is destroying the purse.
Soak It Up has 1.4 million streams on Spotify. And I just happened to notice that Purse First has 7.8 million. So about 8 million more streams on Spotify, about an extra million streams. So I just don't see where the sponge is. I just don't see it. Anyway, moving on. Now that you've been
this podcast, need to get back to the topic.
Now that you've been crushed expeditiously, let's go on to this.
First of all, let me say this. You lucky I just landed in London town and I'm a little foggy right now, so I will have to dust your ass.
I mean, you've been foggy. You stop smoking your marijuana. You've been foggy. You can't remember shit. You don't remember where you were, okay? So you've been foggy since the first episode of this podcast. This is not a podcast. It's an intervention, honey.
Anyway, let's talk about the challenge.
So, I had some laughs. It was long.
It was a very long challenge. I feel like the musicals and the improv acting challenges, they're getting longer and longer. Jack is like, baby, we have 27 Emmys. We'll make these shits as long as we fucking want to. I don't mean shit. I'm just talking about in general.
There's some really random stuff like why are they why were Kahana and Jessica cleaning that fish in the they were just washing a fish.
Jessica kind of fit in the background this episode. Jessica kind of disappeared from me.
Yeah, but she wasn't involved in any of the drama.
Yeah.
and she did like fine, and she wasn't horrible, and she wasn't great in the challenge. So yeah, I think that's a very valid observation. She just kind of was just kind of existing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lala Ree driving the cart is Lala Ree driving that cart is fucking hilarious.
She
Lala Ree driving that cart with one leg out. I was first of all nervous for her safety, but on the phone, that shit was so fucking funny. And Jessica Wilde did have a line that I love. She goes, "I'm not a Republican, and I did not kill Lil Poundcake."
I think that Lala did a really good job of activating a trope that she's very familiar with in these type of movies. Like I can see this character like I've seen this character in multiple like different movies I've seen, and I think she did a really good job portraying it. And it was extremely funny. And I think Lala Ree's a testament to like, don't go and drag her trying to do shit that you like. I'm gonna try doing this thing because I think it's gonna be funny. Like, no, she like stuck to something she knows is funny and injected that into her character, and it made it really great and really powerful.
She's also shown her range because the character the character she played with Heidi in the last one versus this one are completely different characters, but were both very funny. I think Lala
Yeah.
Ree is cementing herself as one of the funnier girls from this season. To be honest,
Yeah, for sure.
I would say it's Jimbo then Lala Ree. To be honest, in terms of humor, I would say Jimbo then Lala Ree. Yeah,
I can see that. I really enjoyed Heidi in that improv challenge, but I don't have a second one to base it off of. And I'm trying to think of her in
Snatch
other.
Game.
Oh yeah, Lala Ree and Heidi were kind of the same. The Snatch Game.
No, I think Lala Ree was a little better than Heidi in Snatch Game, but that's beside the point. She wasn't a huge standout in Snatch Game.
Yeah.
But I thought that Candy, it seems like Candy's only capable of being Candy. I don't think Candy can do any character besides Candy.
Well, Candy Muse Tita tweeted about this, and I'm going to read that tweet. I've been doing some tweet recon this episode. Candy Muse had a tweet for niggas like you.
Okay.
What did she say?
You know what recon is short for?
Reconnaissance?
Yeah.
Yeah. She said, I guess someone made a comment. So she said, yeah, because when you're cunt and already a character, you can play yourself in every acting challenge. RuPaul literally told me to always play as Candy Muse. Why wouldn't I listen to Mother? It's her show. So, Bob, Candy said, mind your business, bitch. I'm doing what RuPaul said I should do.
Well, you know what? She did her thing and she was safe. So maybe she's on the right path. Maybe she did what needed to be done.
Why are you zooming in all of a sudden? What are you doing?
I'm trying to match our frames because I know that Jay will do it in post, but I'm just, bitch, if I want to zoom all the way in, I will zoom all the way in. Bitch. Don't ever talk about me in my fucking Zoom. Worry about your Zoom.
And now you're making the editing twice as hard for Jay for no reason. You always
and we pay him to work hard. Yeah, we pay you to work hard, Jay.
You're a mess. That's not how paying someone works, you fucking nasty bitch.
Yeah, we pay you to work hard, honey. So, Jay, when you flip your little lights with your home, know that I paid for that.
Okay, as a Lala, we have Kahana is doing a good job. I think Kahana's doing a good job.
Fine. For Kahana, she's doing a good job.
Yeah, and again, it is grading slightly on a curve because thinking about like her struggles with in acting challenges, but I think it is much improved from her last time.
I like Jessica Wilde's Taco Tuesday moment. I like Jessica Wilde going on about ETB. Sorry to go back to Jessica Wilde, but like when she goes the ETB. I don't know if she said ETB on purpose or an accident, but that shit tickled me. Because Jessica did say that she's having a hard time worrying about translating. Jessica Wilde was like, I'm worried about I have to translate everything that I'm saying and then say it. Like I don't know if she didn't say this, but she just used the word translate, which makes me believe that she's thinking it in Spanish, translating into English, and then it comes out of her mouth.
Yeah. Oh, Jessica, bless her heart. Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Kahana was low key, just kind of under the radar, and I think Alexis was also under the radar too.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if some of her tears got in the way of like, because again, you are an actor, you are the vessel for your art, right? So sometimes just like all the emotions of it, that kind of gets in the way of you doing the best job you can do because you're all fucked up in your head.
Yeah, I did love her look though, but I do think that the two roles were the district attorney and the detective were very different. And I think that she had an opportunity to do a really big character with that district attorney, the way that Jimbo did with the forensics investigator, but she just kind of didn't go there with it. She didn't take the opportunity to make some big bold choice with that character, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I'd agree. And Jimbo, great job. I think this is Jimbo's bag though. This is what Jimbo does. Like we know that Jimbo is a good actor, and Jimbo does very funny.
Why are you rolling your eyes when you come from Jimbo? Why do you hate Jimbo so much? And the internet's been calling you out about it too. And the comments have been calling you out about your Jimbo hate. So why are you grading on a curve, but the curve is curving down? And I heard you like one that curved down.
I just like when they curve down. There we go.
That bloop, bloop. Do you want to talk about why you hate Jimbo before we move on to the makeup moments?
I don't hate Jimbo. I just really dislike him.
Noted. You heard it, Canada. Monet hates your prime minister.
Blame Canada.
Is Jimbo coming for Brooklyn Heights as the drag prime minister of Canada?
Here's the thing. Okay, so what if Jimbo wins All Stars? Does Jimbo take over as host of Canada's Drag Race?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm just asking.
I don't think that's part of the prize package. I don't think winning Drag Race means you get to just take people's jobs. And now, since you won, you get to go pick any drag queen you want. You can kick Bob off the tour from Madonna. You can go be Jinx on Broadway. You can whichever one you want. Just do yours.
Imagine if that's how it works. Like one of the French girls come and competes on American season, and they get to take over instead of Nikki. And wouldn't that be wild? Drag Race was perpetually in a Hunger Games state.
I will say, if I was Jimbo and I won Drag Race, I would go back and be like, I would go back to Canada and be like, I will say one of us here. Like if I was Jimbo and I won Drag Race and I was on Drag Race Canada again, even as a judge, I would be like, I do want to point out Brooklyn that one of us won Drag Race.
But Brooklyn is so fucking good at her job, and she should do it forever.
Hey,
real quick.
I'm saying, actually, I'm telling them, hey, listen.
I'm going to say it. Listen. Listen. I know that you already enjoyed this episode, but if you could do us a favor, if you want to see the rest of this episode visually, see it. All of our episodes are available on our Patreon.
Yes, we have the full Monty. Every little second of me gathering this ball black bitch is on our Patreon for your uninterrupted viewing pleasure.
Are you in front of a mirror? Anyway, let's continue with the episode.
We're in rehearsals for our show right now, and it's really hard to stay properly hydrated and remember to drink enough water. Liquid IV is the category-winning hydration brand fueling your well-being, and their hydration multiplier is the one product you're missing in your daily routine. It's really it tastes great, and in just one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than with water alone. I do it as a little shot. I put a tiny amount of water and mix it up and just slam it back. It's tangy that way too. Use it first thing in the morning before workout, when you feel run down after a long night out, and on long flights. And Celebration Tour is coming your way. Yeah, baby. Celebration Tour.
Yes, honey.
You about to see me and Madonna in an arena near you. And listen, while you sitting there and you done drove all the way in, you done took the weekend off, you probably pregame before you got there, and you probably gonna go to the after party. You need to hydrate during all that, okay? And Liquid IV has you covered.
Liquid IV hydrates 2 times faster than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks. 1 stick of Liquid IV in 16 ounces of water hydrates you 2 times faster and more efficiently than water just by its own little self. I love how hydrated I feel after drinking Liquid IV, honey. She is supercharged. She is fierce. She is feisty. And their strawberry flavor is my go-to gal. It contains 5 essential vitamins, B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C, with 3
3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks. And, girl, it's made with non-GMO premium ingredients. Liquid IV believes that equitable access to clean and abundant water is the foundation of a healthier world.
I love that. I love being able to know that I'm supporting a company that has a moral compass. You know, Liquid IV partners with leading organizations for innovative solutions to help communities protect both their water and their futures. To date, Liquid IV has donated over 39 million servings in more than 50 countries around the world. Real people, real flavor, real hydrating. Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or because we love you, you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code RIVALRY at checkout. That's 20% off anything when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code RIVALRY at liquidiv.com.
Work. Having a good therapist is more important now more than ever. Alma is a platform working to simplify access to high-quality, affordable mental health care and connect you with the best doctor for you. Alma is a platform that is working to simplify access to high-quality, affordable mental health care. Their website is so easy. It's very accessible. Girl, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to find a healthcare forget. I think it's so important to take care of your mental health, and I just love how easy Alma makes it. Alma helps therapists work with major insurance companies to make therapy more accessible and affordable. Over 96% of therapists at Alma take insurance, including Aetna, United Healthcare, Cigna, and many more. People who find in-network care through Alma save an average of 77% on the cost of therapy. Alma has a diverse network of therapists to fit your unique needs. In the easy-to-use directory, you can filter for gender, sexual orientation, race, and every therapist at Alma has a detailed profile so you can get a better picture of their working style, expertise, even why they pursued a career in mental health. It's easy to get started. Most therapists offer a free consultation call to gauge fit and if they're appropriate for you. No upfront costs or commitments. Schedule your consultation directly online with the provider at a time that works best for you, and Alma is available nationwide with both virtual and in-person options. Find a therapist with Alma today at helloalma.com/rivalry. That's helloalma.com/RIVALRY.
Listen, Love It or Leave It is a variety show podcast that breaks down the week's news and politics and pop culture with sketches, games, and jokes that literally never miss, and everyone's favorite, nuanced analysis. Every week, John is joined by an all-star lineup of comedians, journalists, and other amazing guests who hit the stage to record in front of a live audience, with episodes delivered to your ears every Saturday morning.
And listen, this show offers unique and entertaining moments with unexpected combinations like drag queens quizzing Katie Porter, Danny DeVito passionately ranting about leaf blowers, and Tony Hawk unwittingly giving advice to strangers. Previous guests include Las Culturistas favorites Matt Rogers, Pat Reagan, Patty Harrison, Darcy Carden, Tig Notaro, Bob the Drag Queen, Danielle Schneider, Guy Branum, and Joel Booster. You know, I've been scheduled to do this podcast like 6 times, and something always happens.
There are multiple ways that you can enjoy this show. It is available everywhere, and we mean everywhere. Listen weekly on your favorite podcast platform and catch video clips from the show on Love It or Leave It's YouTube channel. New episodes of Love It or Leave It drop every Saturday morning. Listen for free wherever you get your podcast. You know what I'm saying? You all can go back and listen to the episode where John Lovett tries to drag me because I thought I was going to a show with John Lovett. It's actually kind of a kiki. When we get to the makeup mirror, Kahana thanks Jimbo for helping her out, and she says that her advice helped her get through. By the way, I think Jimbo gave good advice, because I remember thinking to myself, like, what makes me funny? And the only thing I can come up with was like, it's just the way my brain's wired. I couldn't think of something to say something like find the joy and share that. I'd be like, bitch, I don't know. It's the way my brain's wired. It's the way I think. I don't know.
Bob said, I don't have to think about what makes me funny. I am thinking.
I mean, I have taught people to be funny. I mean, I taught Monet the basic structure.
You are literally.
Can you let me finish my sentence? I get that you're tired because you're a little jet lag, but don't let your little jet lag affect our podcast. Do we need RuPaul to come here and set us? Do we need RuPaul to come here and set you straight? You need to say, I am a professional. I am a professional.
How can you please fuck off? I'll act straight when you fuck off. How about that?
When RuPaul said, I am a professional. I do not let your feelings get in the way of your success.
Fierce. RuPaul be giving such good advice though. RuPaul is a very honestly something when I be having moments in my life. I'm like, I just wish I could. I would. Don't you wish you could just face out like Ru? I really go with Ru. Can you just? Ru is a good pep talker. Ru gives good advice.
I've never thought that specifically about Rue, but I mean, normally, honestly, if I have an arc, I call you. You give good advice.
Thank you. You do as well. You give great advice. Bob. Anytime I have a question, Bob normally goes to. Well, Monet, you know, when there you go to the thing. It's always very good advice.
I got a caramel color bald head friend that I call for advice. I don't need RuPaul.
The bald head coalition.
The caramel color bald head coalition. I got me one. So let's go to the judging. Okay, so they pointed out that Candy only plays her. Oh, runway. Sorry, I never write notes on the runway because I just look at the visuals of the runway.
Okay, let's talk about these
runway, serving the runway.
RuPaul is I love this cat suit and with like the license plate belt. I think that's very fierce. I mean leotard and RuPaul with this y'all. Bob used to make fun of me all the time back in the day. He was like, Monet, you cannot make your leotard so skinny. Like you have to have more fabric. Bob used to hate a tight leotard.
Yours was skinnier than this. Yours was skinnier than this.
No,
Monet had a piece of dental floss across. Monet had a shoestring.
No, it used to be this size.
No, Monet used to wear her thongs backwards. That's what Monet used to do.
RuPaul got like a tight little puss. And look at RuPaul's showing them legs. Look at RuPaul got body.
The only thing I know about this look was that it said UBTT. It should have said UBTR WRK.
Yeah,
and because it looked like you butt work.
Yeah, I agree. It should be BTR. But I think RuPaul looked good. I love that RuPaul has gotten out of this gown era. RuPaul really was always giving RuPaul so many silhouettes. And do you think that is RuPaul being like, let's switch it up? Like, I want to try something different. Or do you think, because you see a lot of Raven influence here. Like, this is Raven would wear this down.
Maybe it's a collaborative process. You know, there are times where my physical aesthetic will change based on conversation that I have with my designer. My main designer is Domino. And you know, Domino will bring me ideas. So basically, the way it will work on We're Here is I will give Domino a broad thing. I'll be like, I want to turn a football jersey into a cat suit. I want one whole thing all the way down. And then Domino was like, oh, what if we add like this the grill from the helmet, but just that part, and then we put the knee pads, and then we do shoulder pads, and we do all this. So then Domino like really curates it into this much more elevated, and I'll give like a basic note. I want to be in like a big flowy Mother Earth type thing, and then that's how we got that that caftan with the flowers all over it. I want to be a lesbian biker chick is all I know, and then he comes up with the idea for the cross in the front. So for me, it's a collaborative process between my designers. How about you? Or are you one of those folks who goes in with pictures and you're like, this, only this? I don't want to hear no opinions. Because you know those girls too who are so proud. I design all of my own garments. I don't take any input. I don't like anyone to say anything.
No, I'm not that. I normally I will have an idea of something I want, and I'll send a bunch of different references of like the exact direction, and then the designer would okay, yeah, and then but I mean different designers. For Domino, it's more collaborative like that, but for other designers, I go to different designers specifically who work within that skill set that know they can achieve the thing that I want. That's often too. Like I go to certain designers for certain things. I know they can execute it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So let's go into these looks. Miss Fill in the Blank. We have Miss Sausage Party, Jessica Wilde. Jessica Wilde is a little strange, right? I just don't like sausage.
Is this supposed to be like a sexual? There's an innuendo there, right?
Yeah, you know what a sausage party is, right?
Is that like a gangbang?
No, a sausage party is just a party where it's just all guys. It's like if you go to a party, like in college, if you go to a party, there are no girls. I'm like, man, this is a fucking sausage party.
Oh yeah, I have heard that euphemism before. I have.
And she's walking out with. She's kind of weird, right? A little nutty.
She's a little strange. Jessica Wilde is a little kooky, but I think she knows.
But I mean, her look is fine. I'm not crazy about it. You know?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, yeah, I wish she would have incorporated. It's just literally, she literally just has a yellow gown on. She's holding some sausages. I wish she would have incorporated it more into the look and made it.
Yeah. I wish she would have been a big sausage, even. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would have been made. That would have been cute.
Miss Tired Ass Showgirl Kahana Montrese. I think the reason why this kind of irritates me is because it's not her saying, and it's just like the only thing they added the tire part was just her yawning.
Yeah, and again, this is I love the hair, but we've kind of seen this type of thing from Kahana a lot this season. And also, she's doing that thing. You remember when Robin Fierce had that wig that went all the way down to the bottom of her ears? That's what Kahana has going on too. You see how
I
low
clocked it. It drove me a little bit crazy.
the hair is like under like her jawbone. It's so wild.
Like I was like, girl, not she swept the sideburns up into the hair. This is wild. Like y'all, wig makers are building sideburns into your wigs. But also maybe I just have a big ass head. I cannot imagine a wig ever going that far. Like how big would the hairline be if it went down here? This would be crazy.
Because I think it's a frontal. I think the designer is taking a frontal, and the frontals are normally wider, so the person who's wearing it can cut it to whatever it desires. So I think she should just cut it so that you can just cut that anyway.
But the hair is pulled up into things, so you can't just cut it because the hair is in.
No, you can't. I've received the wig like that. You can because it's normally shellacked. You can cut that right off, and it will be completely fine.
Oh
yeah.
Let's go into Miss Bootleg. Not Bootleg. It was Miss. Was it Miss Bootleg?
I forgot what she was.
Miss Bootlegger. Yeah. Lala Reed's Miss Bootlegger. Which this is a very interesting Atlanta trope. I'm from Atlanta, and like they probably bootleg everywhere, but I just remember seeing bootleggers everywhere in Atlanta. Was that a big thing in New York?
Yes, bootleggers are everywhere. They come into the barbershop while you're there. They're on the street. They come into the deli while you're chilling in the deli. Like bootleggers are very
on the train.
Yeah, the bootleggers are very prevalent in New York.
Yeah, I remember seeing lots of bootleggers, and back in the day, the biggest thing you could bootleg were DVDs.
DVDs, bitch.
You get a bootleg DVD, but nowadays you don't really. No one's bootlegging DVDs anymore. I think ever since Napster, people are like, "Bitch, I'll just fucking pirate it from home, or just buy it for $3." Like a DVD is all cheaper now. Like a bootleg DVD was like
$5,
$3. And now you can just rent it for like $3 or $5 off of iTunes, or even YouTube.
Yeah, bootlegging. I mean, I haven't been. The biggest place I would see it was on the train and in the barbershop, and I don't do any of those things anymore for the past couple of years. So I don't know if it's still a thing. I don't think so though.
Why don't you go to the barbershop? What?
I just have the time.
Oh, understandable. I will say I want to do a YouTube video where I buy some bootleg purses off of the streets of New York City and then just compare them to the real thing. But I also don't want to go buy a bunch of like.
And do what with them?
So expensive. Compare them to each other.
I'm saying, but after you finish, are you gonna throw them away? You're gonna have these. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna buy 40 of money. It might be like 3 or 4 purses. I can have an extra 3 or 4 purses in my home. I have the room.
But you're never gonna use them because they're bootleg.
I would carry a fake purse. I would absolutely. If a fake purse looked real, I would absolutely carry it.
Yeah, you fake like that Birkin you was trying to buy, and you knew it was fake too, y'all. That's the rule too. He knew it was fake. He was trying to act like he's trying to buy the real shit.
I want a fake Birkin, but I wanted to say fake on it. But I know someone who has Larry. Larry had that you fake like this Birkin. That shit is so fucking fierce to me. I don't know if he wrote that on there.
No, it's a designer. It's a brand that does it.
Oh, Two Face is a friend of ours, and he has this bag that says "You fake like this Birkin." That shit is so cunt to me. I don't know. I would rather see that than a real Birkin, to be honest.
Well, DJ Larry is more than our friend. He also DJ'd the Sibling Rivalry Canadian tours, and Larry's done a lot of shows with us. And we love DJ Two Face.
Yeah, shout out to Two Face. Let's keep going on these looks. So, Lala Reed's look. I mean, Lala Reed's look is fine. We didn't critique the look. It's fine. I mean, she looks good. Like I don't love this hair.
I like the hair. I think the lame. I know she's supposed to be a bootlegger, so like you're trying to look a little cheap. But I think there's a way to be the bootleg girl, but elevate it. And I agree, it's fine. It's fine. It's serviceable. Let's go on to Candy Muse, who's giving Miss Arrogant. I don't get it. I think she's calling back to her fight with Tamisha and the colors of her backpack outfit, but I don't.
Yeah, and it's the same wig as well.
But why is it in
No,
fur?
it was not. She had like the bobos in it. It's similar,
Yeah,
but it's not the same.
I remember what she had. It gives, but it's not the same thing. I don't understand why it's furry now. I don't understand the silhouette.
Yeah,
I don't
get it.
How is this? Like, I don't get this. Like, I would say with Lala Ree, even if she wasn't wearing the badge, I can get that she's a bootlegger. I get it. It's clear.
Yeah,
I get that. Like that Jessica Wilde has got something going on with sausages. Although it kind of just looks like she has a few sausages attached to this dress. But with Kahana and Candy, I just don't get. This just looks like a look that Candy would just wear. And she just happens to be wearing a thing that says Miss Arrogant.
The only thing that has anything to do with her thing with me, again, you could be anything. Why did she feel the need to reference? Like, you could be Miss anything. She could have been Miss Bronx. She could have been Miss Fight or something. I don't fucking know. But like,
what would you have been, Monet?
I would have been Miss Ass. No, do you know what I've been, Bob?
What?
You know what I would have been?
What?
Mistake.
I know that would have. I would have ate. Hey. I'd have been missing finger and walk around like this. Missing finger. I used to have a bus driver whose last name was Finger, and she didn't like us to call her Missing Finger.
Is that a joke or is that a real?
No, this is true. Missing Finger was a bus driver at Mara High School.
Her last name was Finger.
Finger.
Word.
So we just called her Mel. Her name was Melody Finger.
I can't tell if we're doing a bit.
I'm not lying. She's probably on Facebook. Melody Finger. She was the costume designer for Mara High School.
So she's almost like Middle Finger.
Melody Labaki Finger. No, I looked at that's not Mel. But yeah, but Mel was the only lady at our school that we called by her first name because she hated being called Missing Finger.
Gag, that's hilarious.
Anyway,
Alexis Michelle is Miss Manpig, and she is a jock. Is that what the red is?
Yes, it is.
She's also wearing a fisting glove.
Oh, I mean, you don't need a glove.
You literally have an entire special called Fist of Glory, and you don't know what the fisting. You're co-opting kink culture.
But on a side note, there's a glitch on the Amazon Prime UK website, and Monet's special in the UK is 90 euros instead of 9.
No, that's correct. That's correct.
How many reviews does it have? That's real quick. Everybody just paid on 90 damn euros. What the fuck is that?
You don't need a glove to fist. I mean, I guess you can use one, but you don't need a glove to fist. I don't think so.
You don't need one. You fisted one guy one time, and now you acting like you are the queen of kink. Bitch, stop acting like you were.
Me and Trinity talked to that guy, and we watched all his videos, and none of his videos had him fisting anyone with a glove on.
Okay, well, she likes to wear a glove.
You don't even know. She did not say she likes to wear. We don't even know.
She said I'm representing my kink, my hanky code, and I googled it and read it's fisting. And she's wearing a glove. You don't have
to wear a fisting glove. It's just an extra accessory that you can use if you like to. Some people prefer it. But it's not.
It's a courtesy, Monet. You're not a courteous fister. Monet, y'all, Kiki and Monet take off her watch. Monet don't even take her rings off. You let Monet fish you if you want to. Monet big fucking gorilla knuckles with a Apple Watch and a fucking and a couple of rings, nails.
Every time you talk about me, I've just become a big oogle monkey bitch. You gonna call me gorilla hands? When
it comes to fisting, gloves are essential. They act as a barrier between the hand and the private parts, reducing the risk of infections and STIs. Also, gloves make inserting and moving around the hand easier while preventing any skin irritation or damage.
Val
Y'all gonna
always
let Monet reach around your Y'all gonna let Monet reach around your ass like fucking Blanca from Street Fighter, Beast,
No,
Beast from X-Men digging
I'll
around.
be fucking Dalsim. I'll be Dalsim.
What do you
Imagine
think of
getting
Alexis's
fisted
look?
by Mr. Fantastic. Imagine getting fisted by Mr. Fantastic. Imagine.
Girl.
He could
What do you
go.
think of her
He
look,
could do
though?
the whole track of your intestines. He just literally just put his wrist in, and that's it. And he just.
Do you think Mr. Fantastic dick stretches too?
Oh, that's probably how he discovered it. He was probably sitting at home just like, oh. Okay, wait. Also, to Alexis, is she into urine as well? Because it looks like the jock strap is soiled in urine at the bottom.
Yeah, I think she might be a little bit of a piss queen and a little bit of a
Got
fisting
it.
queen, or at least
for her.
interested in representing it. You know,
Yeah, work.
have you done any piss play?
I have urinated on someone.
I was gonna let someone urinate on me, and then I showed up, and they were like, "I don't want to do it anymore," and I was like, "Okay."
Work. I was at the part. I say work.
So Jimbo is Miss Tits I love the Australian accent, Miss Tits McGay. All right, ladies, I'm Miss Tits McGay. This is quintessential Jimbo.
It is. Now, here's my thing, right? We've heard other girls for, like, we came at James and Jimbo has done the boobs a lot. Do we think that we've seen the boobs too much from Jimbo? I don't think
But
so.
the
I think it's a great
silhouettes are
look.
different,
I love
though.
this. Say it again?
The silhouettes are different.
Yeah, that's just true. And I think this is really great. I love the way these big ass titties and the tiny waist and how the hips bring the dress out. Like, I think the proportions of this honestly look really cool. So I'm into it. I'm just wondering how we feel about the boobs so often.
She like when you know those porn stars with giant boobs.
Yes, that lady, the one of hers ruptured and she literally just has a big flat tire. She has like a size, I think she's an H or a G, and the one popped. I know. That sucks, dude.
Whew.
Let's go on
So
to the fame games.
The fame. Oh, yeah, fame. Oh, we have fame games on ours. Yes.
Yeah.
So let's do a quick overview. Miss Shady Lady.
No, Miss Sunlight on the Skin.
Wait, no, it says Miss Shady Lady.
No.
Oh, I skipped to Naisha. Sorry, Miss Sunlight on the Skin. What? What does that mean?
Miss Sunlight on the Skin.
No. Okay, let's go on to who's doing the opposite, Miss Shady Lady. No, Miss Shady. What does it say? Shady Lady.
It's like,
and it
they're like reads, like all like shady things people have said. Jump in the ocean.
and is her outfit supposed to be like shade coming in?
Yeah, no, they're glasses.
Oh, I like this look. I like that look, but they're not her quotes though. But I like it though.
Yeah, and she has the crown of readers. Yeah,
Miss Ariana Grandma for Kasha Davis. That's funny.
Miss Ariana Grandma. That's also very, very different for Kasha. She's like a leotard. She has her hair in a high pony. This is a silhouette I don't think I've ever seen Kasha in ever.
Okay, Darian looks great. Misshapen is so fucking funny.
That's very funny.
Darian has had some fucking looks.
I know. Her Grace Jones is so good too. This is Misshapen. That's funny. That's good.
I feel like I'm rooting for Darian for the fame games. I don't know what she's doing offline. I need to check, but like her looks are giving.
This is what I want to see.
James is who the fuck is James?
I don't know. I saw this on online. I was
she looks like Ric Flair.
Oh yeah, is she Miss Wrestling?
Is she Ric Flair?
No,
it's Miss Queen of the Ring, I think.
What is that? Why Miss Queen of the Ring? That's so weird.
I don't know, but she low-key looks like Ric Flair.
Yeah, she's Miss Queen of the Ring. Inspired by a combination and Ric Flair. Charlotte, WWE, and Ric Flair.
Oh, there it is. When I tell you, y'all, for any of you out there who are WWF girlies like me, and I say WWF, that means you were there before it was WWE. That was my era. Like, I grew up obsessed. My first drag race was WWF. Like, I was obsessed with this show. Now they're all fucking Trumplicans, which is so annoying. Not all of them. That's not true. Not all of them. There are a lot of them that came out against Trump, but now they're all fucking Trumplicans.
And you know what? It definitely had an impact on your life with your violent ass.
Anyway, so girl, the drama.
Yes.
Oh wait, first we had to finish the judging. So during the judging, the judges point out that Candy basically only ever plays herself, which is, but they're like, I hate when they say, but we don't care. I hate that critique. Alyssa Edwards
fucking gets. I hate that too. I hate that. I hate that.
Alyssa's the queen of that. You're like, Alyssa, it doesn't make any sense, but we don't care. We need to care.
Yeah, it drives me insane. When that critique drives me insane. Anytime a girl gets it, but like, you weren't really funny. You didn't really do the challenge, and your outfits were ugly, but we didn't care because we just love you. You're so good at being you. So what about the rest of us that did all those things? So what about us?
Yeah, that's bullshit. I hate your makeup and hair. I hate that.
Or T.S. Madison. This I hate.
Bitch, if Nicki Minaj told me that she hate,
I know.
On my first episode, I'm excited. I'm like,
I know.
I hate.
3.
Anyway, Alexis did not get a very good critique of her performance. They did like her look, but she did not get a good critique of her performance, though.
Yeah.
And Lala Ree wins the challenge, and everyone is so happy for her.
Yeah, because it's a long time coming. I think we've seen Lala. Lala's been doing a great job in the challenges often this season, but really stumbling on the runway. So this time she did both very well, and she was rewarded for it. And she also went home on an improv challenge. So to win one, that always feels very nice. Like, I went home on a design challenge and I won one of those rights for it. I felt very good.
Also, we misspoke and said that Lala Ree went home on the bag challenge. She did not. Y'all gathered us like a fucking chignon. We get it. I want to go back for a second too and talk about RuPaul dressed as Lala Ree during the reenactment. That really tickled me pink.
Wait, when what? Oh,
when RuPaul,
yeah,
that really tickled me pink. The lip sync assassin is Georges, and they're lip syncing to "About Damn Time" by Lizzo. And I love that Lala Ree calls herself Big Bertha. I love that shit. Y'all know Monet calls me Big Roberta. That's one of my favorite nicknames that anyone has ever come up with for me.
Well, also, I can't believe that Georges came out here and she did not punch the ghost one time. I said, Georges, bitch, we want to see you punch that ghost,
Turn
girl.
up music, hey. Turn down the lights, hey. I got the feeling.
Punch the ghost.
She looked good, though. She looked really good.
Georges always looks good. She's really like, post Drag Race, she's really like come into an aesthetic that's very signature to her. I think she always looks really pretty great.
Lala Ree wins the lip sync, which I agree with. Do you?
Yeah, I agree for sure. She did a great job. She deserves to win.
And 15,000 technically, because she won 5,000 for the challenge too.
Right.
And Kahana Montrese was chosen to go home by Lala Ree.
It was time. I mean, I would have kept
it's about
Kahana.
Damn time.
I would have kept Kahana for strategy, but
what do you mean for strategy?
Because there's no way she's gonna win.
But bitch, they would have been. Then you would have a target on your back because everyone would then be hip to your game.
Okay, but it's only 5 more. There's like what, 6 people left? I mean, so at what point do you start paying strategy to benefit yourself? When it's too late?
I think you can play strategy, but there's other ways to play strategy without putting a big target on your back. Because everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, you want to play like that? Okay, okay." Because that's what happened. That's what happened to Jimbo in the UK. Jimbo was trying to be a little cute, played a little strategy, and then Pangina was like, "Oh, you want to play strategy? Go home, bitch. Go
And
the
then
fuck home."
strategy
Bitch.
played Pangina like a
Wait,
fiddle.
who sent Pangina home? Blue
Blue
sent Pangina
hydrangea.
home. Yeah. But then, because Pangina was playing strategy, then Blue sent her home. So it gives so you have to find a way to play strategy that other people aren't hip to your game. Because I think because Pangina and Jimbo were both playing strategy, they both got sent home because people clocked their tea.
But that's why you make alliances with the right people. Because let's say she sent Alexis home, then if Jimbo, Candy, and whoever else are in her alliance, the likelihood that one of those people are in the top next week, they're not going to send her home. Because that's why you got to be smart with your alliances as well. So it's all a big game if you figure it out.
I also feel like when Candy left, all alliance, when Heidi left, all the alliances just crumbled and fell apart.
Yeah, because now nobody could trust anyone.
Yeah,
because we had
it was really sweet that as Kahana's going home, she goes, "Top 6 girl, be happy for me." That was a really moving moment because Lala was sad, and she goes, "Top 6 girl, be happy for me."
And much improved from last time. She went home, third last time? Much improved. Good for her.
Yeah. Cunt Dragulate. I wonder if she still has backflips.
Kahana does backflips?
She did backflip on the episode she got sent home during the lip sync.
I don't remember that.
Monet, who's going to win All-Stars 8?
Well, before we go, I want to talk about the Heidi and Kahana drama because apparently, Kahana went onto Roscoe's and because Roscoe's does the viewing party that Bob and I have both done before. Lots of girls, there are 2 Drag Race girls there every week. And then Heidi was not pleased with a lot of things that Kahana had to say. So then Heidi tweeted, "Watch Roscoe's, can't wait to be there in 2 weeks to clear things up. I have been lied on and projected on enough." So then Kahana said, "Sis, keep ruffling them feathers. Keep them talking. You're doing your thing and living your best life. Your light will drive their darkness to madness and still smile. That's winning. Now on to the next booking." And then Heidi went on to say, "Oh, sometimes you gotta have a conversation with your loved ones to remind you how booked and blessed and highly favored you are. Though lying is a trigger of mine. I've honestly got too much good in my life to let that distract me. Happy Pride, everyone." So Heidi and Kahana had a whole bunch of back and forth. There were a lot of shady and nasty things said to each other. And then Kahana said, "You know what? I stepped out of my life. I'm gonna fix myself. Like I'm not that type of girl." But Heidi doubled down and was like, "No, bitch, you fucked with the wrong one."
And then Heidi's posting screenshots. Heidi's posting text conversations. Like Heidi's going. Heidi is
just to clarify, Kahana doubled apologized and went back after Heidi did the screenshots and stuff.
Yeah, so
they had the altercation, and after all of that, after drama, like 2 days later, that's when Kahana was like, "You know what? Sorry, I might have gone too far."
Yeah, the girls are both coming at each other. But then Heidi really thought, Heidi says like, "Oh, I'm gonna gather this bitch." Kahana said something and Heidi tweeted, liking this tweet from Norway. Like, as in, "Bitch, I'm traveling, working. What the fuck are you doing?" And Kahana was like, "Bitch, don't nobody care about you being in Norway, girl. I'm working the world, ho. Doing my own gigs in between. When you have your own home, check. Good credit, check. That gingivitis, halitosis, breath fixed, check." I'll be impressed.
Jesus. And then Heidi goes, "Girl, Kahana, Crimson Chin Munchies, you live in Vegas. The house market is cheap. I could afford a house there. I'll fix my credit when you fix that drooping ass. I took a shit in a parking lot and it got more press than you, girl. Bye." Wait, did Heidi take a shit in a parking lot?
Yeah, her and Jada, I think they were on somewhere in Europe. And
it was in Glasgow. On their podcast, Heidi tells a story about how she took a shit in a parking lot in Glasgow. You haven't seen this? It became like a giant meme. Like, it was memed everywhere. I think like a major, like one of the gay news things did like an article about it. It was wild. Like,
Jacob is pronounced Glasgow, not Glasgow, honey.
But also, I think that in a live, Kahana insinuated that she was going to do some physical harm, or that she would do some physical harm to Heidi. And then she goes, I'll see you in Chicago, sis. And then Heidi said, and don't call me sis. You showed your true colors. Remember, bitch, you threatened me. Now, excuse me as I hop on this flight to London. This is
Well, the gag is also like
Wild.
these gay boys ain't about to fight each other. Like this is not Bad Girls Club. This is not Love and Hip Hop. Like these, I don't think I will ever. Do you think we'll ever see a day when two draggers girls have a fist?
Bitch, you were there when Alyssa Edwards touched your fucking twinner. You were there. So yes, I do think we'll see the day. I think you've seen it.
I mean, like a physical, like
Monet, she got punched in the face. That is a fight.
it
I
was
mean,
the
Trinity
ear.
didn't fight back.
It was her ear.
She got hit. Oh, punched in the ear. Trinity didn't fight back, but she got hit.
Like I was just gagged. Give me the day, just like a. I want to see that day.
I guess the issue is Monet just mad that Trinity didn't fight back. Wow, I thought it was your twinner. I thought there was just, Monet said harm to you.
Yeah, but that was the drama with these girls.
I mean, you and I have gotten into Twitter beef with people. We were in Twitter beef fucking this week. I wouldn't fight any of those people in person. I would never fight someone in person if I could avoid a fight. I would never do that. I just can't think of a scenario where I would think my next course of action would be to hit someone. Unless I was protecting myself.
Right. I would fight back. Like, let's say like it was like we ended up being at the same gig together and like they're really on some, yeah, bitch. And they're like in my face trying to like, yeah, bitch, you had a lot to say online. I think that would probably, I would like to think that I'm evolved enough as a grown adult that I wouldn't go to violence. But if you're in my face and be like, yeah, bitch, so what you said online, you're not about to punk me and we're going to fight probably.
I will say this: I will hit someone first if I think they're going to hit me. I will hit you first. You won't get close enough to hit me. Let's just make that clear.
Okay, so what if they like this in your face? Yeah, Bob, what? Yeah.
You wouldn't get that close. You're going to get hit before. If I can remove myself, like, am I in a corner?
You're like in a big dressing room with a bunch of girls, and the exit is over here, and you and the girl are over here in this corner of the room.
Then, if I can get around her, I will. But if I can't, I will hit her.
I just cannot picture Bob in a physical. I could not. I would be so shocked and gagged, and I'll have to jump in, and then you and I gonna jump the girl.
But that's the thing. Like I just couldn't. I also can't see myself doing it because I just don't fight. And even when that guy grabbed me, I threw him down. But then I got up and I left. Like I didn't like throw him down, then start like throwing bows. I threw him down. I stood up and I walked away.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I feel like even if I was Trinity and like I got hit, if I was on the ground and like she didn't continue to hit me, I probably wouldn't get up and hit her back either. Like I don't think I would get up and also start fighting, unless I'm embarrassed and then I lose my shit. Like if you do it on stage, like I always say this, I would have never walked up to the stage and slapped Chris Rock, but I would have never let Will Smith walk back to his seat and finish the show. Bitch, I would walk back to your seat. I'm embarrassed. Nigga, we all about to be embarrassed today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit for everybody, honey.
Yeah, for sure. What is that? Is that peanut butter?
It's Manuka honey for my throat.
I put you onto Manuka honey.
You did not. The cast of Angels in America went to Manuka honey. You know, it's great, by the way. This is great. Take a Ricola, put in a little bit of water, let it melt, and then do it as a shot before a show.
Ricolas are good. Or also, yeah.
I hide them I don't hide them. I put them around, like when I was doing Angels, I would put them in different spots. So there'd be a Ricola waiting for me, and I'd just grab it, slam it. Every time I go on stage, I slam a little Ricola.
Why you gotta make everything sound so druggy?
I know you're not talking. And on that note, I'm going to say good night. Thank you all for listening.
Good night. See y'all next week for episode 8 of All Stars Season 8. Just Jack.
It's
I have one more question.
It's the magical episode. 8-8, girl.
I have one more thing.
Yeah.
So it looks like the challenge next week is a ball. It's like the winner's ball thing where they have to make looks based on each winner's.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
And there is a Monet box, but we don't know what is in it. So off the top of your head, Monet, what would you have in your winner's box?
Sponges. I mean, what I would have?
No, what they're gonna have in there.
They're gonna have sponges for sure. It's gonna
a
be
kitty cat
sponges.
wig.
And kitty cats and sponges for sure.
What did I do to Drag Race? They did not fuck with me no more. What did I do to World of Wonder?
Didn't they? Wasn't there a Bob box?
I don't think so.
Is there? I don't know. I didn't want. Was there?
Yeah, I feel like there was.
What did I do to World of Wonder besides be one of the most successful alumni from this motherfucker, honey?
you sound like Harlow, division at the Queen. What did I do?
No, it's not Harlow. It's Crystal.
Crystal LaBeija, sorry.
Look at Harlow and look at me and see which one's more beautiful, darling. Miss Thing I don't say she's not beautiful, but she wasn't looking beautiful tonight. Look at her makeup. It's terrible.
She doesn't equal me.
All right.
All right, we gotta go. All right, bye.